Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. I have already started this video twice and I just don't know what exactly to say. For the past few weeks, Chelsea and I were discussing, maybe adding a member to the family, a furry little family member into the household. And over the weekend, we ended up going to an animal welfare, and we both agreed that, if we got there and we didn't feel like a specific cat was right for us, we weren't gonna adopt. But we ended up at the Animal Welfare Society in Stellenbosch, and we did fall in love with a kitty. Today is Monday, the 31st of March. And I just heard back from the lady who works at the Animal Welfare Society that our cat is going to the vet to get her checkups, which means we're probably going to be able to fetch her tomorrow or Wednesday. Woo! I'm very, very, very excited. I'm very excited. We know it's a very big commitment to get a pet, but Chelsea and I just celebrated our 2-year anniversary and we lived together and we just felt like it was time we feel ready. Sorry for the waterworks. I feel very emotional about the whole thing. One of the major things that makes me feel emotional is I have a pet already. I have a dog. Her name is Paris, but she lives in Joburg and I miss her dearly. She can't live with me in Cape Town, and so the main thing that I had to overcome with this whole cat thing is feeling like I've replaced my dog at home. But she's just not suited to live in an apartment in Cape Town. I don't think that would be fair to her. And this is going to be a pet that is mine and Chelsea's, so it's going to be a shared responsibility between the two of us. And yeah, we spoke to a lot of different people. Obviously, everyone's saying, it's a big commitment, it's a big commitment, it's a big commitment. We know it's a big commitment. My main thing is just, like, when in life is it the right time to start making big decisions, So we feel prepared, and just because we were prepared didn't mean we were going to go to the Animal Welfare Society and just get a cat. But then, we got there and we really felt connected to one specific cat. So today we are going to go and buy some of the essentials. We need some scratch pads. We need maybe a cat tree. The lady at the Animal Welfare Society said, we don't need to worry about that right now. She gave us some things that we absolutely need. So scratch pads, bowls, litter box, a carrier to bring her home. So we're going to go and get a couple of those things today. I did vlog a little bit on my small digital camera. I vlogged a bit of us meeting her last Saturday. But maybe I won't put that in yet. Maybe I want you guys to see her first, and then I'll show you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes, because I didn't take this big camera because it was a very personal moment that Chelsea and I had. It was very emotional, going and meeting the cats. So I didn't bring this huge ass camera. But anyways, today we're going to go buy a couple of goodies, and in the next few days, we should be going to collect our cat, which is it's so crazy. Hi. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Queen. As you can see, we got lost. We were doing a lot of cat shopping and then we strayed to the Hot
It's
Wheels.
not that we strayed, it's that it's not often that there's this much in one shop. Like, how am I supposed to leave this? That's almost $200, but how am I supposed to leave it? It's RX-7.
Hello guys, we are home. It is around 3 o'clock right now. We got home and we also did some grocery shopping and now we're back. Sorry if you guys every now and then hear something. They are doing construction in the apartment next door to us. Hey cat dad. Oh. So I think we got everything on the list that we desperately needed. We didn't get a cat tree because what we're realizing is we went to 3 different pet stores today, or 4. The prices of the exact same things change pet store to pet store. So obviously if you're going to a really nice pet store in a specific area versus like a pet store in an area that's not as affluent, the prices change a lot. And right now, we don't need a cat tree. The lady at the rescue said it wasn't like one of the things that needed to happen. So we are just leaving that for now because we want to invest in a good one. But we got everything else. What is this?
There's like those little plastic tags that were holding like.
Where is it? So we got a carrier and this blanket we got to put inside the carrier so that she can be comfortable. Oh, there's one more here. Why is there so many?
Yeah, like if I was buying this for like my little kid.
You are?
No, but like actual human kid.
She is a human kid. This is the carrier that we got. For some reason, the fabric carriers were like, some of them were like $1,000 and we were like, no. So this carrier we got for like $300. This is the color that we got her.
I like this one, Mooch. It's low key. The shiny ones.
I was vibing with the ones with the sparkles, but anyways.
That's straight glam. Like you
She's glamorous.
No, she's not.
She's glamorous. She's a glamorous girl.
You're just forcing a personality onto her. You're not letting her.
Nah, you're forcing her to be nonchalant. You're forcing her to be nonchalant AF.
I'm giving the little baby the space to be her own person.
Why are you forcing her to be nonchalant?
She could be whatever she wants.
Anyways,
I'm not forcing
think
her to be anything.
I think that specific color goes great with her coat.
Yeah.
The color of her coat.
You want to show the people the high-tech water balls.
Yeah. Oh, so we got her 3 bowls as we were told to, but I did research on my own. Yes, cat mom of the year. I mean, yeah, I think before you get a cat, there's a whole bunch of things that you just like don't know of. And so apparently cats are not supposed to eat out of bowls that are too deep or where the sides are too high, because if they have their face in the bowl and their whiskers are constantly rubbing against the sides, they can get this thing called whisker fatigue, which is when their whiskers are constantly stimulated by the sides of their bowl or whatever, and then it can actually make them anxious while they eat. And I didn't really know that. So we got her 2 low bowls. One of these is for wet food, the other one is for dry food. And then we got her a little water bowl. This is her water bowl. And apparently her water bowl has to be separate from her food bowls. This is all stuff that I learned, or that the lady at the rescue told me. And I'm just going to follow her. I'm going to follow her lead because on her wall she had like a quadrillion different certificates on... She's a behaviorist or something, so she knows what she's talking about. I don't, so I'm just going to follow her lead. But we got 3 bowls, and then we kind of got this super ugly... I hope you guys can't hear that. It's the construction in the background. But we got this kind of ugly litter box just for now because we want a nice litter box. But we actually want... Like, we knew we were going to get her sometime this week, but I was kind of unsure if we were going to get her tomorrow. But we literally just got told a couple hours ago that we are picking her up tomorrow. So we just needed something for just for now. So we got her this purple litter box. Just so she has something to use tomorrow. Cat dad alert. Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Is it? I just had a little nap. It's about 5 o'clock. They're still going on with the construction in the apartment next door, which is making me feel like it's making me feel old, because earlier on I was like to xoxo, when are they allowed to drill until? Like when do they stop drilling? Because I feel like 5 o'clock so late. But anyways, me and Chelsea were outside hanging laundry, and I kept for some reason in my head saying it's our last day as single parents, which is not it's not the right terminology. It wasn't the right terminology. My brain kept saying that. And then I know there's another acronym that people use for dual income, no kids. When people are dinks, they're dual income, no kids. And I told Chelsea, we're also not dinks because I don't even have an income. So we're sinks, single income, no kids. Single income and student, no kids. But this is our last evening, just me and Chelsea, which feels so weird because for so long it's just been him and I. And I just think another soul in this apartment is really going to be quite magical. And I'm really, really excited. I needed to take that nap though because I was feeling so grumpy. So with the rest of the evening, what we've decided to do is we're just going to wait like 5 minutes. Chelsea's just drinking his coffee. And then we're going to go on like our little forest walk that we go on usually. And it's going to be the last time we do that forest walk without having to worry about a kitty being at home. And the corner that we've set up for her, it's going to make me emotional. It's not everything, and we have some reorganizing to do. But yeah, the little corner of stuff that we got for her, it's just really, really cute. And it's feeling very real right now. So I'm going to take you guys along with us on our forest walk. It's a beautiful walk. And I just want to sit and enjoy our last few moments as just us two, as just Chelsea and Gabi before we get a brand new little cutie in the family. Let me show you guys the corner. It really is not much, but something about it is just so cute. Bruh. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we don't have yet. We've ordered some stuff on Takealot, but she will survive with this stuff for the first few days. We do have a name that we have been pondering on, but we just aren't sure. We just aren't 100% sure if that's a name. So I keep, every time I mention the cat, I'm like, the cat, the kitty, the baby, the little booty girl. But we do have a name, and it is a name that is a little bit, it makes sense to him and I. But we're just going to wait for a bit and see what her personality is like, because if her personality doesn't completely suit the name, then we'll just change it. Very majestic. You look like a cat dad, actually. Do you have a cat? When do you get it? When do you get your cat?
That's confidential information. What do you think this is? The US government?
Oh my gosh.
You're not gonna know where, when, how I'm getting a cat. You just know the cat's
It's coming.
coming.
Big things coming.
Telling you no details about the cat. No cat abduction's gonna happen.
Facts. Tomorrow. Hello guys, happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, 9 a.m. and we are about to leave to go and fetch our kitten. I am so excited. Chelsea and I don't know what I ended up vlogging yesterday, but we just ended up having a nice day, just us two. We went and we did our forest walk, then we got home, we made dinner, we finished watching season 2 of Severance, which was crazy, and then we just headed to bed. So it was a very relaxed evening. The rescue shelter, I don't know what to call that place. The Animal Welfare Society said we could fetch our cat between 10 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we are literally leaving now so that we can get there by 10 and just walk in and get her. And then bring her home and spend the whole day with her. And actually the whole week with her, because I'm on my midterm break, which everything's working out perfectly. We're going to be able to bond with her this week.
We are ready to get the cat.
Are you excited?
Of course.
Okay, I really liked documenting mine and Chelsea's anniversary on Chelsea's Sony Cybershot, because something about it feels a little bit, like this camera is like, it's recording in 4K, wada, and it's very big and very like in your face, and this just feels like a more simple way to document our experience, but also because it's kind of like bad quality and this, it kind of keeps the purest experience for us. So you guys can see what's happening, but you don't get the experience that we get, because sometimes that freaks me out about YouTube is like, this is my life. And sometimes people getting a 4K Ultra HD max high definition view into some of the parts of my life, it doesn't really feel right. So okay, I'm gonna put my shoes on and then we are gonna go. And I'm now vlogging on the Sony. So this is our last time as just me and Chelsea. No, this is our last time. It's just me and Chelsea in the apartment. I really cried once.
New resident alert.
Okay. Do you want to take a picture?
That so much of this business is out of our control. It's not.
Hi, attitude girl. Is that a meow that we're getting? Is that a meow? She's meowing. Is that a meow? Good morning, grumpy girl. Good morning. Such a cute booty. Are we waiting for someone? Oh. Oh, she's got the tiniest meow.
See on the side here, gangster cats. Just got ourselves a gangster cat.
You're coming home with us.
The pickle bud.
A more treat motivated cat than Casper himself. Let's watch. Let's see. Solve the puzzle.
I will ruin hundreds of dollars of acrylic that we bought for this project. I made sure to practice my needle skills before moving on to the main pieces. Honestly, we don't need to worry.
Oh.
Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. It is day 2 of having our kitty at home. She's currently sitting here on the couch, meowing, super inquisitive about the camera. It is day 2 of having her, but it's going to be our first full day of having her in the apartment. And Chelsea. Hi, booty girl. Hi, booty girl. Hi. What do you have to say? Do you have to say anything? Okay, super shy this morning, but her tail's up straight, nice and confident, so it's okay. Anything I said about a name yesterday that we thought that we had for her, out the window, straight out the window. Like, we had this idea of a name for her, and then we brought her home, and then we were kind of like calling her the name, which I explained to you guys. It's a nickname that we already oh my gosh, what? Good morning. The name was already a name that we called each other, me and Chelsea, as a nickname, and so we know we're already going to call her that name because it's a pet name that we have in the household. But she is just so elegant and mysterious, and the name that we had for her, it just doesn't suit her as her government name. So that is basically the whole of yesterday. What we did was we were trying to figure out names, and we were obviously trying to make her comfortable, because I don't know if I explained to you guys, no, I don't think I explained to you guys the story of how we ended up choosing this specific cat, or did I? Okay, also please excuse my appearance right now. I just had a shower. We actually slept quite well. I was not expecting to sleep this well with the new cats in the house, but we slept fine. Anyways, the story of how we chose her. We adopted her from the Animal Welfare Society in Stellies, which, if you guys are looking to get a cat, I was recommended the Animal Welfare Society by a really good friend of mine, Sam, and she was like, they have so many kittens there. And in my mind, I was like, do they really? We went to the Animal Welfare Society this past Saturday. Today's Wednesday. We went on Saturday, and I was genuinely shocked by the amount of kittens and cats that they had there. So if you guys are looking for a cat, I recommend them. You can also tell that the kittens and the cats are so well looked after. The people there are very passionate about what they're doing. But we arrived on Saturday, and the lady who works there kind of asked Chelsea and I, like, what are we looking for in a cat? And she wanted us to kind of explain our living situation. And then once we had done all of that, she was like, okay, she's going to take us to these 4 specific cats. She wanted us to visit these 4 specific cats, because in the shelter they're called gangster cats, which we kind of laughed at, but the reason why they're called that is because they're more shy, more like, I think they're more prone to getting into squabbles with the other cats, kind of mean. She was like, she's going to show us these cats because, you know, some people come to the Animal Welfare Society to just get a cute cat and to adopt a cute cat. And then she said other people come to the animal welfare to save a life. And then she explained to us that because these cats are more on the shy side, more on the timid side, they're less likely to get adopted. Because in my head, I was also thinking, I want to go into the shelter and I want a cat to connect with me. cool. But I didn't really understand that a cat connecting with you has nothing to do with you and has everything to do with the fact that they're just confident cats who want to be social and engaging with people and other cats. So she took us to the room. She took us to one cage with 2 cats, and then the cage next door had another 2 cats. And all of these cats, shy, timid, whatever. We walk into the first cage, and this little girl was just like laying in the corner, and she looked so tiny. And then Chelsea and I proceeded to sit in that cage for about an hour, trying to like coax her out, and because she was so shy and she would run away from us, and she just, like, you could see she was quite threatened by us. So we were like trying to coax her out, and then we were like, okay, let's go to the other room that the lady said all of the confident kittens are in. So we walked to this other room, and there's like freaking 20 of them, 20 of these little kittens, and they were so confident. They come straight up to you, they rub against you, they meow, they do all the rest. And so like they were connecting with us, but Chelsea and I were like, we feel like we're cheating on the cat that we had just spent an hour with. So we went back to her cage, and the whole time we kind of just looking at each other like, is this the one? And then we went and we spoke to the lady again, and we were like, just give us a little bit more information about her. And so her little story was she was sterilized early at 7 weeks, and then she actually came in from a different rescue or a different shelter to the Animal Welfare Society. I don't exactly know why. And she's already 5 months old, and the bigger she gets, the less likely she is to be adopted, just based on the fact that she's super shy. And then Chelsea and I were kind of like, we think this is the one. And then we put in the adoption application, and then we fetched her yesterday, and she's getting comfortable in the apartment. Yesterday in the beginning she was super, super timid, and then there was a chunk in the middle of the day where it just felt like she was vibing, and we were like kind of messing around with her and kissing her, and everything was fine. And then we tried to get her to eat, which I think stressed her out a bit, and so she kind of retracted a bit. And then yesterday night we noticed her like being a bit more adventurous and playful and like walking around on the couch. So I think it was a really good first day. She handled the drive back from Stelli's like a champion. There was so much traffic. We were in the car for probably an hour, and she was just so sweet. So it's day 2. She's literally sitting right here. She has claimed this section of the couch. Hi, booty girl. What's that? So as you can see, she's got quite the attitude, but now it's just the name. We have a list of names, and yesterday we basically spent all day like thinking of a name, and then being like say for example we thought of the name Fluffy, we'd be like Fluffy, and just so far almost nothing has stuck. So we're not going to rush it, because she deserves to have a well thought out name. But this is us. We're just relaxing at home. Chelsea has made me a little coffee. Oh my gosh, Chelsea. Whoa, huge stretch, babe. Hello. Yeah, she's peeing.
Good job, little bud.
Booty girl. Good job. My first few days as an official cat mom has been so deep. I obviously, over the last few days, and Chelsea, we have been spending a lot of money on little Missy over there, just relaxing. Because obviously a lot of this initial stuff is not stuff that we're going to be having to like repurchase, like even her adoption fee. And so, I was pretty down. Did the debit order not go off today for my Virgin Active account, I literally have 5 rand in my bank account. I am not even joking. I have 5 rand in my bank account. But anyways, we have just been having the most relaxing day ever. Like I said earlier, during the day, once she's awake, she feels super comfortable. So she was even laying on my chest earlier on while I was doing some work on my laptop. And she was laying on xoxo. She's peed again. She's eaten. She drank water out of her bowl. So it's been very good. Xoxo literally... Oh my gosh. Unboxing. You're so spoiled, little Bodie. You're so spoiled, little butt girl. Oh. Amongst all of our research, we have found that apparently cats like to drink out of moving water, just like an evolutionary thing that they've picked up on, because obviously moving water is always fresh and healthy. To be honest, we probably could have done without this because she actually did take a little sip of water earlier on, but we were just worried. And apparently cats are notoriously bad at staying hydrated, and so they get like kidney problems and a whole bunch of stuff. So we got her a little fountain, which I don't know why. I feel like she's going to be afraid of this.
Bruh, it was $150.
Which I feel like is so cheap.
Dog. Like, this ain't no bougie. We're not these bougie
Yeah, it's not
people.
bougie.
Bruh.
But the same exact kind of fountain thing at a pet store that we went to be fair, it was very cute. It was like a little shape of a flower or whatever. It was 800 Rand. 800 Rand. Like, we love you, girl. We love you, girl. But
These are the instructions. Which way does the filter go on?
soak it in normal water for 10 minutes before use.
Oh, okay.
Is this whole thing the filter?
Place the soaked filter into the filter tray. The blue side needs to be placed faced up.
Is this the filter? Not that,
Both
hey?
of these.
Okay, so I'm gonna soak both of these in water. The USB thingy of the water pump came a little bit bent, but Chels thinks he can fix it, and I believe that. Oh look, Mooch, a little suction cup.
For the bottom.
Oh.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, Chels fixed the USB thing. You're a mechanic. Chels fixed the thing, so I'm gonna quickly rinse off the plastic thing that it all came with, just because we don't know where this has been. While the filter, what did you get? What else did you get?
The litter box.
Oh, is this the litter box?
Hi guys, welcome to the boy version of the boy segment of the unboxing. I can't remember what I bought because I thought that this box was gonna have this little headphone jack that I got in it, but not.
Anything else catty?
I don't know. We're about to find out. Oh, so much more boring.
Why?
My battery charger. Sweet. Oh yeah, and I finally got myself a decent keyboard for my computer because my other one is giving me problems.
Oh, these ones are already. So, this morning we also did her first nail cutting. I cut all of the nails on her 2 front paws because her back paws were super short, super blunt, but her front claws were really, really long and sharp. And so she was just laying so peacefully this morning. I don't have a special cat nail clipper or anything like that. I just have a small one, like just a small nail clipper, and she was laying so peacefully. And something in me was just like, try and cut her nails. Oh, booty, you wanna go? Something in me just was like, try and cut her nails. She was just in such a good position. I had good access to her paws. I'm gonna go down. Yeah. So I ended up cutting all of the claws on her 2 front paws, and it was so easy. She didn't give me any hassles. I just went at her own pace, and I didn't put her in my lap or anything like that. She was just laying on the couch, and I was just like squeezing the pad of her paw just to get the claws to come out, and I just clipped all of her claws. It was just I was so impressed at how well she took it. And I just want to start doing that stuff from the very beginning, just so, like, I don't want her to get comfortable for 3 weeks and all of a sudden I'm like, hey, like, let me cut your nails. I didn't want that to be the vibe. So I cut her claws and it was perfect. I don't know why. The lighting looks so random. The litter box we currently have is just like an open one, which we're thinking of putting in the bedroom just because at night we close our bedroom door. I don't want that to change because I hate to sleep with the door open. Plus, I think it's just better that she's in an enclosed environment. So now we have her normal water bowl, which will go in the bedroom, and this litter box that'll go in the bedroom, just so at night she can drink and pee with no issues. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, yes, it comes with a toy. So this litter box came with, I guess it's not a free toy, we paid for it. What is that?
One of those sessions.
A lot of people on the internet get these kinds of litter boxes with the door, and then they're like, oh, my cat didn't vibe with the door, so we took it off. But we obviously want her to try and use the door, because that way, you know, it's less stinky, less smelly. Should I quickly wipe it?
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, I know having cats is very, like, the experience is very different for lots of different people, and so people have preferences about kinds of litter and kinds of food and what they want to do with their cats. But obviously we've never had a cat on our own before, so right now we're just using the litter and the food that she was given at the shelter because that's what she's comfortable with. And then as time goes on, if we feel like we don't want to be using this kind of litter, we don't want to be using the kind of food, we'll figure it out. But for now, we're just going with whatever her previous home did, basically. We've got the chief engineer here. Okay, so this is her new water fountain. And there's her new litter box. I'll keep the camera handy so I can maybe see if we can get her on camera using these things today, maybe.
Should I bring it a bunch of
I think this is something that she maybe has to figure out on her own. Kind of like if she's thirsty, comes and figures it out. Yeah. I mean, yesterday I felt like when we put her by her food, it kind of freaked her out. So far, I've been able to catch on camera her first pee in the house, her first time eating treats, and her first time eating. Or, you know what, she was such a little attitude girl yesterday because she wasn't eating her normal food and we were kind of worried. So we were like, okay, let's put some wet food in a bowl. So we put wet food in a bowl, we put it aside, and then she goes up to it, she starts eating it, and we were like, oh my gosh, so excited. She walks away, she just lapped up all of the wet food liquid and didn't actually eat any of the food. She's a very interesting girl. Okay, sorry if the audio quality goes down. She is showing too much interest in munching on these two plants here. Thankfully, what? Please don't do that. Thankfully, I made sure that these two plants are plants that are not toxic to her, because I do have some plants in my plant collection that are toxic to cats that we are keeping an eye out and making sure she doesn't get near. But these two plants, why are you being like this, booty? Why are you being like this? What? What was that? What was that tiny meow? Oh. Uninterested.
That's the most I've ever seen her interact with anything.
That is the most I've ever seen her play. That was a lot.
This Fleabag.
Oh, I have watched Fleabag, but it's very good. I could rewatch Fleabag with you.
With my cookie. Oh yeah, this is hot. You are done. You are done.
Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. It is already 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. I don't know. The days are kind of melting together. As you can see, we've got a sleepy little cozy girl in the background. She has made this spot on the couch her little safe space. It's nice and warm. The sun is there. And yeah, it's day. We picked her up on Tuesday. So today's Thursday, but it's basically only been like 48 hours since we got her. And guys, it is going so well. I will try. I don't know how I'm gonna like piece together the puzzles of this video because everything's all over the place, but somehow, I mean, I'm so grateful that I'm on holiday this week because I have managed to capture so many of her first times on camera. So I recorded the first time she peed in her litter box. I recorded the first time she used her new litter box. I recorded the first time she used her water fountain. I recorded the first time she ate out of her bowl. I recorded the first time she ate treats. So it has been a very successful 48 hours. She is such a sleepy girl during the day. And then on our first night, she ended up sleeping on a chair that we just put next to the bed with this blanket on it because I was like, in my mind, I was thinking, oh, well, that night, we started off the night by her just getting directly onto the bed. Is the lighting okay? I feel like it's so bright in that corner. Okay, I think that's a bit better. We started off our first night with her sleeping on the bed, but my boyfriend moves around a lot when he sleeps, and I think she was just getting like a bit freaked out by that. So she jumped off of the bed and then she got onto my desk or onto my vanity, and then I had fallen asleep and woken up to her being on the desk, and then she was trying to get onto Chelsea's desk, which we are trying to get her not to do because he has like a lot of equipments and stuff. So I got up and I walked towards her with quite a, I had a goal in mind. So I walked towards her and it freaked her out because, again, she is a timid girl, and I think because everything's going so well, sometimes we forget that she's not just this like playful, confident kitten. Like she's a shy girl. And I walked towards her with quite a goal, and it freaked her out, and she like ran and she slipped off my desk, but she literally just like, she was fine. Like she just walked off. And so that first night I was like, okay, maybe not the bed. So I put this blanket on my chair, and then she slept the entire evening, the first evening, on that chair. So I was like, okay, I guess that's what we're going to do. So last night I did the same thing. I set up the chair with the blankets, and then she jumped on that, and then she didn't really seem interested. She kept wanting to get on the bed. So I was like, girl, at your own risk, sleep amongst us and the moving boyfriend, the like 6 foot moving boyfriend, when she's just like this big. And then like she's super sleepy during the day, and then like yesterday evening she was starting to like adventure around the house and be quite naughty, which is so sweet to watch her be a cat, because she was just so timid and shy when we got her, that like her doing all of this like normal cat stuff is very sweet. But then last night she kind of didn't want to go to sleep, and we're like, girl, you sleep all day and now it's time for like nighttime, it's time for bed and you don't want to sleep. But I think she just wanted, because she spends most of the day out here, so I think when we put her into the bedroom last night, she kind of just wanted to do some adventuring. So Chelsea and I were awake, like just watching her, and she has the cutest little meow. And so she was meowing at the window, and she was getting on the windowsill. She knocked down one of like Chelsea's plastic things, but she was fine. She didn't get a fright, and you know, she does some adventuring, and then eventually she got on the bed and she slept with us in the bed last night. So very successful. One thing, I don't know how such a tiny body can make such a stinky poo. But last night she pooped in her new litter box for the first time. And then at first we were like, damn, that stinks. And then I think we got used to the smell. It didn't go away. We just got used to it. And so when we went into the bedroom and we came out this morning, we were like, oh my soul. So we have decided now, we have these little bags that go into the small bins for the bathrooms and stuff, like the 2-gallon bags. We've just decided from now on, if she's gonna poop, we just have to immediately scoop it, because oh damn, that shit stinks. But this morning she used her fountain for the first time. She used it off first, because we turn it off when we go into the bedroom, so we turned off the fountain, so she used it off, and then I turned it on and she used her fountain on. So everything's going so well. Tonight is going to be our first night alone in the apartment, because Chelsea's going out. So we're going to have a little girls' evening. Me and the booty girl. Also, we have a name for her. I don't want to tell you guys without Chelsea here. Maybe I should just call Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea doesn't have a shirt on, so he doesn't want to get into the video. But the name we initially had for her was Pickle. And that is, we call each other Pickle. It's like just a little nickname, whatever. And so when we visited her on Saturday, we were like, that's her name. Then when we brought her home on Tuesday, we were like, that is not her name. Like, she's just so...
She's too serious for that name.
She's serious.
And she's elegant.
She's so elegant. She's like very... So we were like, no, that's not her name. So for the past 2 days, we have been racking our brains, like, what do we call our cat? And we landed on a name. Do you want to say it?
You can say it.
No, you say it.
You say it. What's her name?
Wait, let me get her. Hold this. Can you guys hear her purring? Her name is Eve. Say hi, Eve. Say hi, Evie. Her name's Eve. That is the name we landed on. Let me not bug her too much. We landed on the name Eve. But we've been calling her Evie, we've been calling her Stevie, we've been calling her Steve when she's bad. We've been calling her Stevie Nicks, which we would... Okay, you can go, thank you.
No, the name is very, very fitting.
We tried so many names, and she is a Scorpio, so I wanted to find a name that fit maybe in with like her personality and then her star sign, which is, I know that sounds kind of stupid, but then I was looking at, okay, the ruling planets of Scorpio are Pluto and Mars, and then we were like, maybe we can name her Pluto, but then like Chelsea would like that, but I was like, it feels too boyish for her. Then we were looking at the names of the moons, of Pluto's moons, which, oh my God, like such a roundabout way to get a name for her. But then one of the moons of Pluto is Nyx. And then Chelsea, the first day was like, oh, like Stevie Nicks. And then we didn't even land on the name Eve yet, but he had said that. And then, yeah, through all of our like research and stuff, we were just like... we just landed on the name Eve. So her name is Eve, Evie girl. And the thing about all of the other names that we landed on, we were like calling her the name, and it just wasn't working. But this one is working. So that is the little update. Miss Eve, Miss Evie, Miss Steven. Hi, Evie. Oh my gosh. What was that? Do you have anything to say to the viewers? No, Mom. I just want to lay down. Say no, Mom. I just want to lay down. Okay, I'm gonna leave the baby alone. I'm gonna stop bothering her. I'm gonna make me and Chels some lunch, and I'll update you guys if there's anything to update you on. But for now, she's just hanging out. Okay, hello guys, it is officially girls' evening with me and Miss Attitude Eve. Freaking attitude butt over there. Oh my gosh. Earlier on, I think I did mention she was kind of sleeping on the couch, and me and Chelsea were like, no. She's been doing too much sleeping during the day and not enough sleeping at night. So we started to play with her and the laser. And then, I probably should have showered while Chelsea was home, but honestly, it didn't even cross my mind. And then he left, and I was like, I haven't showered. So now it's me and Evie. What you saying, Eve? Oh, she looks so sleepy. Bruh. Hard life. But it's just me and Evie now. I am going to try and go and take a shower. Which I say try, I honestly don't think it'll be much of a... I don't think it'll be a big deal if I just leave her here on the bed. Because she'll probably just be exactly where I leave her when I come back. But there isn't anything that's too much of a hazard for her in the room right now. She can knock a whole bunch of shit off of a whole bunch of different surfaces, but I don't think she will. She looks super calm right now. She's freaking attitude with me because we were playing in the lounge with, her tinfoil ball is on the bed, and then I kind of used that to snatch her up and bring her to the room. Isn't that right, Evie? Hello guys, happy Friday. It is already 3:30 in the afternoon. Please, I need a judgment-free zone right now, because we have a new baby in the house, okay? And I genuinely, last night we had our little girls' evening, and it was so relaxing. Chelsea left, and immediately after Chelsea left, I started to get into super comfortable, relaxed, chill mode, and she was vibing with that. And so we got into bed. I played Stardew Valley. Then after I played, I think I just went directly into watching some YouTube, and then I had put it on my chest, and we fell asleep. I fell asleep. I don't know about her. But then I woke up to Chelsea coming home, and I was on my side, and Eve was right in front of me. We were we were cuddling. And so Charles got home and it was like 1:30. And then he was like, he's going to quickly have some oats because he was hungry. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I could mess up a bowl of cereal right now. And that I shouldn't have done, because then Chelsea and I both got up. And so she followed us into the lounge, and then we were making noise. We were chatting. We came and sat on the couch. We were watching TV. We were playing with the laser. And then at around 2:30, probably 2:30, we got back into bed. And now I'm thinking, okay, time for bed. And she was wide awake, which I completely understand. Like, we went from super chilled to like up and about, and so that was our fault. Then Chelsea fell asleep, and then I just couldn't fall asleep because she was just unsettled. Like, she was walking around the room, she was meowing, she was just adventuring. She wasn't being bad or anything. Yeah, she wasn't being naughty. She was just being adventurous. But I felt like I couldn't sleep unless she was calm. So I stayed up and let her roam around. I let her meow. I let her jump on the windowsill and just do her adventuring. And then at one point I was like, you're done. You're done. So then I put her onto, a couple of times I got up and put her onto the bed, and then she would like make biscuits and I would like rub her and she would purr, and then she would just jump straight back off the bed. But then the last time I put her on her chair and then she jumped onto the bed and then she laid down and then she settled. But that was at around 4:00. So, bit of a rough evening, but lesson learned. When she is in her relaxed zone for the evening, that just has to be it. Like, Chelsea and I have to be done having fun and it's time to sleep. But this morning we woke up, she didn't have any food in her bowl, so I put food in the bowl and she immediately went to eat it. She didn't finish it, but I feel like that's a very good sign. Like, as soon as I put the food in, she went, she ate, she drank, and we've just been relaxing all morning, all afternoon. And I sent my parents a picture of us relaxing. I sent the family group chat a picture, and then I was like, we're very busy, as a joke. And then my dad was like, you're making up for the times that you are going to be busy. It's making up for the busy times. So I thought that was so true. Like, we have just gotten her. She's a little baby. She's a baby. Also, she is 5 months old, but I keep Googling, like, oh, what is this? Hold on. Oh my gosh, you guys can't see right now, but she is sleeping on her hand. Hold on. She's so cute. What was I saying? Oh, I keep doing research because she's already 5 months. And so I keep Googling, like, how much is a 5-month-old cat supposed to weigh? Like, how big are they supposed to be? And apparently at 5 months, your cat is supposed to be around like 2 kgs. There is no way she weighs 2 kgs. There's just no way. So she's a small baby. I really appreciated my dad saying that because it has made me feel way less guilty. Because also, this is the only time, like, she's never going to get younger than this. This is the youngest we'll ever have her. And so I really feel good that we're just soaking up all this time and she's getting comfortable. And yeah, that's it. Chelsea just went to go and grab some groceries. Bless him. She is purring so loudly right now. Hi, Evie. I'm holding her funny. Hi, Evie. Oh. Hi, Evie. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I make you grumpy? She's so freaking grumpy when she wakes up. So the next thing on the agenda is figuring out feeding times, because this morning I fed her, and then I'll obviously see if she finishes her food throughout the day, but I assume that it would be good for her to have a meal later at night, like obviously not straight before bed, but I assume it'll be better for her to have some kind of meal before bedtime so she's not hungry and then meowing from hunger in the bedroom. And then I definitely think the hour before bedtime needs to be settling down, but that means I think 2 hours before bedtime is when we have to kind of be like playing with her. And last night we were playing with the laser, which was fun, but so she can get that energy out and then start to calm down a bit. Like I said, had an everything shower. I shaved my legs, shaved my underarms. I even shaved my face. I washed my hair. I did my skincare. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We're feeling good. She's grooming herself right now. Hello guys, happy Saturday. We have got an eating Eve over there. She's munching. Every single day these updates get later and later, so I'm sorry about that. It is currently 5 p.m. and we are home alone again. Xoxo has a gig that was kind of far away today, so he left at around 2 o'clock. I don't know if I said it's 5 o'clock. Xoxo left at 2, and so we've just been hanging out, just me and Eve. She had her first 2 visitors today that weren't me and Xoxo. My sister-in-law basically was over here. It's my boyfriend's brother's girlfriend, but she is also one of my dearest friends. So her and her sister Meg, who I love them both so much, they were Eve's first visitors in the apartment. And I will be honest, I was afraid of what was going to happen because she's been such an angel the past couple of days with me and Xoxo. But like I said in the beginning of this video, she is not a very outgoing, confident cat. She is timid, she is shy. And so I was just nervous about bringing new people into the apartment that she hadn't met yet. And I kind of was worried she was just going to jump into a corner and not come out. And that is not how it went. It literally was so cute to watch her interacting with other people that aren't me. So like she was just interacting with a whole bunch of girls today. And I can tell she likes that feminine energy. She likes, I don't know, it was just so cute. It went so well. She was an angel. And it was just really lovely to see people who I love interact with this new creature that I love. And there was just a lot of love going on in the apartment today. So that happened this morning. And then Xoxo left at around 2, and I've just been sitting on the couch editing a YouTube video that I'm posting tomorrow. And so she was at the foot of the couch where my feet go, and I was just sitting with my laptop. Then she got up from a nap and like she started to stalk towards me. And I was like, okay. So I moved my laptop off to the side, and it looked like she was about to sit on my lap. Like it looked like she was moving to come sit on my lap, which has not happened yet. Every time she has been on me or near me, most of the time has been, she's shy and she doesn't like walk up to us and sit on our laps. And so I could tell she was stalking towards me. So I was like, wait, hold on. So I moved my laptop to the side and I tried to move quite slowly as to not like spook her into moving away from me. And then I went onto the recording app on my laptop and I kind of recorded the first moments of her sitting on my lap. So I'm gonna insert that now. I feel like crying. It was just so sweet. She has got such a big personality, and it just makes me so sad that I don't know, thinking about the fact that she wasn't getting adopted at the rescue because she's shy, it just makes me so sad. It just makes me sad because she's such a good cat. She's so good and she's so lovable. And yeah, I guess people just want a very confident and friendly and outgoing cat, which I completely understand, but it just makes me sad because I don't know. If I had gone into the rescue with a different attitude, being like I only want a specific kind of cat, we might have not brought her home. But yeah, I think Xoxo and I made the right choice. She is so cute. She's just so cute. I don't know, I'm watching her now and she's being so funny and cute. And last night she was a pain in the butt though. We really need to be getting more of her energy out in the evening so that she goes to bed, because she just meows and meows and she wants to adventure around the room. But yeah, I'll put up with basically anything for this cat. She is so adorable. And so that is the update. This week has honestly been a dream. She is a dream to look after. And like all of her milestones so far. Evie, what are you doing? Oh, okay. She's just playing with something. I got worried. All of her milestones so far have just been effortless. I don't know. She's so good. She's just so good. And I am so grateful to myself. I know it sounds weird and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm so grateful to myself that I'm dedicated to documenting my life, because it just means that over this week I have documented most of her first time doing everything in the apartments, which I think is so special, that like one day we're going to be able to look back and see all these videos of like the first time she did this and the first time she did that and the first time, because you know, after a while I'm going to get used to her just confidently coming and sitting on my lap. But the first time that it happened, I was able to catch it on camera. She's so cute and I'm so happy. But yeah, I was about to make 2-minute noodles, but I think she is being so cute right now. I think I'm just gonna make a cup of tea and wait for Chelsea to get home. But yeah, it's just me and Evie, and she's my little bestie. I'm having so much fun. She is grooming herself so crazy right now. I'm just gonna go make myself some tea and we're gonna hang out. But big day, big updates. She was great. I should have recorded her with Emma and Meg, because she was just being so cute and I don't know, just very girly, sort of like her getting a lot of attention from a whole group of girls is so cute, because she's a freaking girl. She's one of the girls. Hello guys, happy Sunday. As you can see, this is what's going on. She was relaxed, and then of course I had to come out in the noisiest pants known to mankind, and she didn't take lightly to that, so she hates these pants. But today, the goal is we are going to leave her alone in the apartment for the first time since we got her. And Chelsea and I are not excited. We are stressed out about this. But I haven't left the house since Tuesday. We want to go for a little walk. We want to just do a couple of things. We want to buy her a harness and a leash. And so today's the day, Evie. If you guys hear that in the background, Chelsea was playing Minecraft. But we're planning on not leaving her in the lounge area. We're gonna leave her in the bedroom. It's obviously more of an enclosed space, so less that she can, I don't even know. We are very, very, very scared, but it's gotta happen. And I'm gonna get some boba and Chelsea's gonna get a coffee and we're gonna get her a leash. I don't know. Chelsea, like a dog socks. What did Zoxo tell you that? Oh, Eve, are you okay? You look fine. You look like you've just been on a holiday. Hi, baby girl. Whoa, bless you, babe. Hi. I literally, before I came inside, I took my pants off completely because she was just not vibing with those pants. Hello, my angel. Hello, angel. Hi. Hi, Woody. Hello guys, I just realized I forgot to make an outro for this video, but today is Tuesday, which means we've officially had Eve now for 1 week, and we are loving her. She is honestly an angel, and Chelsea and I already love her very, very much. There are moments this past week where we do remember abruptly that the reason why she wasn't getting adopted is because she's so shy. And so random stuff will happen, and then she kind of retreats to that shy, timid version of herself. But over the past week, she has gotten so comfortable in the apartment. She does her own thing. She's right now about to go drink out of her water fountain. She's just she's really settling in. The past 2 nights, she even, like during the evening, has been meowing a lot less while she's in the room. She just does her own thing. And yeah, Chelsea, do you have anything to add about Eve?
So far, so good.
So far, so good. We're very, very happy. I don't even know if we have any other big updates. We've been harness training her, which is going amazing. Like for the past 2 days, we've done half an hour to 45 minutes of harness training, and the harness gets put on her, and then she's like, okay. And then she just carries on doing whatever else she was doing. So yeah, I think this is where I'm going to end off the video, just because.
Say, love you, bye.
Okay, she really wants to play, so I won't hold her hostage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously, from now on, Eve is going to be one of the main characters in the vlogs, so it's definitely not the last time you'll see or hear about her. Oh my gosh, she's being so cute. Eve. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. It might be another one that's just all over the place, but I hope you guys will forgive me and understand that, you know, having a brand new kitten in the house was a lot. It was a week of a lot of new challenges and a lot of new stresses to deal with. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video, and I will see you guys next week.